The Queen has backed a nationwide pop-up scheme in schools to help young people at risk of domestic abuse or becoming involved in toxic relationships. Camilla welcomed 4 young women from the charity Safe Lives to Buckingham Palace, to discuss responses to young people experiencing or witnessing domestic abuse in their lives. She described the idea as brilliant and praised the young women for their efforts to break down the stigma around domestic abuse, saying, "We will get there in the end." The group, called Changemakers, told the Queen of their hopes to adapt the school curriculum and work with teachers across the country to save the lives of children and adults at risk of violence or being victims of coercive control. As part of the round-table discussion in the Buckingham Palace Music Room, and filmed for a landmark ITV documentary following the Queen's work on the issue, Camilla spoke to the Changemakers Maya, 20, Emi, 18, Liba, 17 and Almaz, 15. In unseen clips from the film where Camilla met campaigners and victims, Camilla told the group how she had been discussing their work with her grandchildren. She said, "I think it's very interesting, because you're virtually the same age as my granddaughters, and they were suggesting that to take sort of pop-up shops into schools, say, with 2 or 3 changemakers would be such a good idea, because young people react to young people. So you go one to one of the young people there, probably going to say much more to all of you than they would to some of us here." The Queen told them how their ideas were the makings of a brilliant project, adding, "We'll get there in the end." Over recent years, the Queen has worked both in the UK and overseas to highlight the efforts of domestic abuse charities and their work to support victims and survivors, with the aim of breaking the taboo around the subject. Safe Lives research suggests that young people aged 13 to 17 experience some of the highest rates of domestic abuse. The Changemakers' mission to end domestic abuse has seen the group involved in a variety of projects, including addressing harmful and toxic behaviors in early relationships, researching what causes young people to display abusive behaviors, shaping the National Relationship and Sex Education (RSE) curriculum, and redefining young people's relationship to the police. Shocking statistics show children are at the heart of domestic violence in the home, with a staggering 78% of young people living with domestic abuse are directly harmed by the perpetrator. On her crusade, the Queen said, "It is going to take a long, long time because it has been going on forever. It's been going since time began. But I think if you look at the steps that we've taken since the bad old days, we have made a huge amount of progress, and I shall keep on trying until I am able to know more,